Hello, my name is Eric and I'm doing another one of my photography vlogs called One Body, One Lens, One Roll, One Day. I'm here at the south side entrance to Medina Lake. It's probably 100 yards that way, so I'll be hiking that way. Today's camera is a compact point and shoot camera. It's been a while since I've done one of these, and a couple of them I've come across just haven't been in good shape or been broken, so I haven't been able to do them. But this one works. At least I hope it does. Everything seems to check out okay. This is the Konica Lexio 70. It's a little point shoot with a little slidey door with a 28-70 lens. Now a lot of these other point shoot cameras had 35-70, 35-80s. This one goes back to 28. Very few went wider than that. I did a Pentax SBO 924, I believe. So it had to start off with a 24mm lens. But this has got the 28-70. Now, with a lot of these point shoots, as you zoom, they do need a lot more light. This starts off pretty decent at 3.4, which is a lot of standard zoom lenses, but does fall off to 7.9. So with a camera like this, I might be using 200 or 400 speed film as your all-purpose, and maybe keep 100 speed of the slower stuff for the really bright sunny days. Like today, I'm just going to be probably underneath some canopy of trees and stuff like that. Because this is a DX coded camera and I can't really override the ISO, I grabbed some current stock film, some Fuji 200. So there you go, Fuji 200. Bought it about 6 months ago in a multi-pack, so it's relatively fresh. Probably doesn't expire till sometime next year, so we're good there. All right, so DX code right there, little silver pins will read the checker pattern on that roll of film. Slide it right in there. And once I lock the door, it already set there and advanced to shot number one. Now this does have a few controls. I mean, it really doesn't have the manual controls, but at least I can kind of have some options. I do have a self-timer mode. I do have a night mode, so it kind of drags the shutter a little bit. I can shut off the automatic flash. And I do have a plus 1.5 exposure comp. So if I did have some expired film, like if I had some 400 speed or whatever, and you put it in here and it kind of read it accordingly, but the film was 10-15 years expired, I could kick that on and that would force the auto exposure or the overexposure of 1.5 stops. More designed for a strong backlit. If you're trying not to use the flash, it'll lighten it up and help out there. But if you're shooting expired film, you could force it with a 1.5 stop overexposure, and that'll help with some expired film, hopefully not too old, in that 15 to 20-year-old range. All right, so I'm gonna head down that path. Be right back. Now with a lot of these point shoots, actually all these point shoot type cameras, you're not actually looking through the lens like a SLR or medium format type camera. You're actually looking through a little window right above. So in most cases, if I'm shooting at a distance, a lot of the landscape stuff that I've done, no big deal. But if you're trying to do something short, let's say short range, like maybe a flower or something like that, realize that it's just going to be slightly off center from what you shoot when you're kind of maybe in that 3 to 4 foot range. Be just slightly off. So if you're trying to really center something up, you'll be just like slightly off. Not a big deal in most cases, but something to be aware of. All right, let's head down the path. Okay, so a lot of these point shoot cameras and even some SLR type cameras have a date stamp on it. This one does have it. It is currently turned on because I don't think I can get it to the position where it's actually off. Now, usually it'll show dashes, then you know it's off, but this is not going to show the dashes, so I might have a date on my photos, which is usually a orange or red, like digital number set. Fine if you're like taking photos of you're going to be at some place, here's the sign where we're at, here's the date we were at. But typically I'd turn it off when you're trying to take the nicer photos, so that way the date stamp doesn't ruin your photo. This one doesn't seem to want to turn off. Maybe it does, but at least cycling through the dates Oh, there it is. It did finally get there. It did let me activate it. It must have kept skipping. Button must be very touchy. So some of my photos might have a date stamp on it, which is fine. You can see what it looks like. But I would, again, turn it on, take the photo, reference photo where you're at, maybe in front of the sign, the park sign, the monument sign, whatever, but then shut it off so you can get the nice photos without having to try to Photoshop out the date. All right, I'm gonna head down this path a little bit. It's a little off the normal path. I'll go that way too, but I'm gonna head this way first. I'm on shot 12 of a roll of 36. Be right back. Now, another thing to be aware of is that you don't necessarily know what it's focusing on. It's telling me it's got a focus, but it's usually going to grab something towards the middle of the photo. So if it's off center, you're trying to kind of set something off center a little bit. You're going to like push halfway and recompose. So a lot of SLR film shooters know that technique. All right, let me keep going. Be right back. Now I'm set for auto flash, which means the flash is going to go off when the camera thinks it needs it. And I do have an override where I can shut it off, but I'm going to let the flash do its thing and see how we get it. I'm going to head down to the main path. Let's go see what we can get. Well, it's a bright sunny day, and now I'm kind of more in an open area, and the flash is not going off, which is fine. I'm on shot 31 of 36, so I got a couple shots left. I'm going to grab some shots of these flowers here, use the macro thing a little bit, and we're going to go finish up down the path a little bit more. Be right back. So today's a good day to kind of talk about why you might want to use a polarizer. It's a very nice sunny day, clouds in the sky. Nice blue. I mean, there's a lake up there. You could catch some reflections, but a polarizer would make your sky go bluer, your clouds pop a little bit more. Not too many point shoots can handle the polarizer, but you could probably hold it in front and shoot through one, but there's no way to really attach one to it. I'm on shot 34 of 36. Let's go down a little bit more. Let's finish this up. Okay, so I'm on shot 36. We'll see if this is the last shot. Sometimes you get that bonus one. Let's see what happens. Looks like I'm getting that bonus shot. I'm just gonna shoot it down that way. Wow, 2 extra. There it goes. All right, camera's got an automatic kick into rewind, as you can hear. It does retract the lens so you know what's happening. All right, today's camera was a Konica Lexio 70 with some current in-date Fuji 200 speed film. I'm hoping the Fuji greens tend to really shine. There's lots of green in the area. I was at the south side Medina Lake area. If I get some shots, hopefully I do. Should be good working camera, current film. Feel free to give them a thumbs up. Feel free to comment on your experience with Fujifilm or other point shoot cameras. Feel free to comment. Yeah, so like, comment, subscribe. New episodes try to come out about every Friday and Saturday with bonus episodes in the middle. All right, thanks for watching. We'll see you next episode.